Nathan Zielinski with Tightline Outdoors. We're here doing some late season ice fishing on Lake Granby. All right guys, let me show you what we're using here today. We're using Berkeley Power Tubes. It's a soft plastic, pretty scented. We're using 5.5 inch, 6-inch tubes. We want to use a big bait for these big fish. We're using extremely sharp hooks. We're using about a half ounce to 1 ounce weight, depending on what we're doing today. Here, this one, I'm using 3/4 ounce actually. But a heavy jig, we're using 10-pound, 100% fluorocarbon by Trilene. It's a very, very clear line. These big fish are smart, so we want to use that fluorocarbon so they can't see it. And we're just tipping it with a heavy action rod. And that's what's producing these fish. All right guys, we're hooked up. We're here at Lake Granby. Steph's got a nice fish on. Came in just like we thought, came on the Vex just like we thought. I mean, just textbook. It seems like a nice fish.
Taking some drag.
Taking some drag, she's fighting it, and I mean, there's possibility to hook into some very, very large fish here today, so we gotta really take our time, and just really watch it, make sure we try to get these fish landed. Oh, we can see it. All right guys, our first laker of the day. Steph just moved holes, first fish. I mean, what a great first fish. And guys, fishing in the spring, late spring, this is what we have to offer. And guys, we're hoping they're even gonna get bigger than this, but I mean, this is what late spring can bring. Nice. And this is big, dude. Guys, we have got a big fish on. I can see him down there. It's just a matter of getting his head up. Oh, it's almost there. Oh, almost.
Okay, ready? Oh. Woo!
I mean, guys, this time of the year.
It's just a wonderful fish. He came right in, hit my bait, and it took about 5 minutes to get him in.
Yeah, that's it, guys. And this is a very typical late spring fish. We're not out here looking for numbers. We're searching these areas almost like hunting. We're working real hard looking for these monsters. And I tell you what, it pays off. It's still early. Steph's got 2 monster fish. And again, the day's young. So, I mean, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get some bigger ones.
Want some help with it?
No, I don't want to touch your line.
A little better than 4 or 5.
I'd say so. All right, guys, we're here with Bernie Keith. He's fishing for the first time. Usually he's out here guiding. We're having a good time fishing with his friends. He hooks his fish and he says, nothing special. What do you think? To me, that's something special. I don't know what he's thinking. I can't wait to see what he puts us on the rest of the day. It's early spring, late ice. I mean, we're getting nice fish. We're gonna throw this one back, but I'll tell you what, if that's nothing special, I can't wait to see what you're gonna show us here. Okay, Bernie, that's an awesome fish, man. Let's get some more.
Let's do it.
I don't know, Nathan. What was that bet you were saying?
Whoever doesn't catch a fish has to buy ice cream here in the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Place is on the line. We've got a great ice cream shop here in Granby. I'm gonna catch this fish. I'm gonna be eating ice cream.
This one hit pretty hard. They came from above, and I definitely had time to play these ones. They swam off for a while, came back a couple seconds later.
That was the 3rd time that fish came in, wasn't it?
That was the
over
3rd
there
time.
Hearing him coming. You kept saying, here he comes, here he comes. That was the 3rd time he came in.
Off. Then as he started swimming down toward my jig, I just tried to jig it a little softer, and he slammed it. And so.
All right, Steph, what do you think this is? How big do you think? You've got yourself a 10-pounder today, probably an 18-pounder. What do you think this one is?
I'm gonna guess maybe 12. That's
She's
my
guessing
guess.
12.
I'm guessing it's in between. It's an in-betweener.
I'm guessing 22.
Oh my.
This fish, so far what I'm seeing, guys, you just get used to catching some fish. This fish is not doing a whole lot of head shaking. He's swimming around, but it's not a lot of real fast thrashing. That's just typically what comes with those smaller fish, is they shake their head a lot. This fish is just steady. All he's doing is swimming.
No!
I had him by the gills, but when I started to reach up, I could feel his actual gills. My hand wasn't in the right place. I didn't want to hurt that fish.
He wasn't out of the hole enough.
That was an ice cream fish. She does
Good
not
job.
get the ice cream, but she didn't land the fish.
You didn't land like
I had nothing to do with it.
That was good. It was a big one though. What do you think he would have been?
That fish was in there. It wasn't my guess. You were probably right on it with about the 12-pound mark.
Well, let's get back down there and see if we can't get another one. Thank you.
We tried.
I almost had number 3.
All right, guys, we're hooked up. That fish came right in just like the others have been. We lost another one. That's 3 fish that came in. I completely missed the first 2. I had the last one on for a little bit. Right when we came here, our real good friend who fishes every day says this is the haunted hump. Me as a walleye pro, I was like, no problem. I tell you what, I am haunted.
Walleye, guys.
That sucks.
He has a barricade too. You throw like you fish. No, you can't get close. You can't get close. Steph and Bernie and company have landed 3 lake trout today in the 3 spots we've been. Nathan has had 14 billion chances and his score is still 0.
So maybe she might have gotten 18 to 10. His might have been 7 or 8. I can make that up with 1 awesome fish. And that's what I'm going to do here in this next spot. So not right. See? And look what I have to go through while trying to attempt to catch fish. It's brutal. Just brutal.
But it's fun.